All right, Jay-Z here with the Delphi Group. I am here with one of our top OGs, Stephen who's been with us from the beginning and even far back with me even before here. So, Stephen, thanks for coming on, kind of telling us your journey, what you're doing, and how the trading's going. But first, just tell us a little bit about you. Like, are you a full-time trader, part-time? What's going on?
Yeah, well, first, thanks for having me, man. So Stephan Pascal, I've been doing the trading thing for about probably 8 or 9 years now, but definitely on the part time. I have a full-time gig, and one of the things I was looking for, I wanted to get some passive income slash get myself to the point where if the day job goes away, I could find my something to support myself full time. And that's why I came to this group, both for the instruction and for the ability to be able to do some highly profitable trades, even though I'm not doing it full time.
Awesome, awesome. So, what got you into trading back then?
It was I think I was with a Fortune 100 company for over 20 years and got surprised, got laid off. It was shocking at the
Mhm.
time, but it was probably one of those, you don't know it at the time, but it was one of those gifts because I got paid a year not to work. So during that time, I started my own business and I met some other folks. And I'm like, learning how to do this options trading so that it's not gambling, but I actually know what I'm doing, know the science, the math behind it. This is something I can do wherever I'm at, whatever situation I'm in, and potentially something that I could do full time, having met some folks that have made it their full time living. So that's why I got into it. I dived into the education part, and it's been great ever since.
Awesome, awesome. So, with your schedule, how are you able to manage trading and your full-time jobs that you have?
Well, to be honest, there's no way I could do it without the help of the Delphi group and this. So I get up before the start of the trading day. So I'm based out of Arizona, so that it starts at right this time of year, 6:30 in the morning for me.
Hmm.
So I get up prior to that. I get to see the market tone. I'm following all the stuff that's been going on, all the tools that are provided by you and the team on the site, and it makes it. I'm not going to say it makes it easy, but you make it really convenient and easy to see what's going on. And trading's all about putting yourself in the most favorable situation, right? Looking at the numbers, looking at the momentum, looking at the unusual options
Right,
activities
the
going
U the
on.
UOA channel's just been
Oh,
crazy.
I love the UAO channel. It gives right. You still got to make decisions based on what's going on, but yet you put me in positions where I can make those well-informed decisions. And very often I just follow you. You make it really clear what you're getting into, what the levels you're getting into, your open positions. And I just follow the train. And more times than not, you're right. So it's I'm not saying it's easy money because nothing's easy. You gotta have
Right,
some
right,
discipline,
right.
but you make it possible.
Right. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's been a great year so far. I mean, especially the UOA channel has just been crazy. So before you came to Delphi, I know I knew you somewhere else prior. How was your trading? What, I mean, were you on other platforms? I mean, were you trading on your own? Like, what were you doing when you first got into trading? You said you took courses, you learned.
Yeah.
Kind of put us through that before like you joined here, how it was going.
Yeah. So I had a friend of mine that made that transition from full-time work to full-time trading. And he started trading, put some classes together. So I started with that. Even before that, I was in a small investment group with some of my friends that were trading. And I got some good wins, but I really didn't have the discipline. And I realized that about myself. So I could get a big win, but I could lose it all because I really didn't have the structure. I didn't know what I was doing, to be honest,
Right,
right? I
right.
thought I did, but I didn't have the experience behind me. So then that's when I started. I got a little bit more experience trading, and I still realized, just like anything else, right? When you're dealing with your money, do you want to trust yourself with a little experience, or do you want to go to somebody that's been there, that's done that? And that's where I met you on the next really full force group. And honestly, I could tell you were the driving force for a lot of the trades I was making in that group, and that's where the winners were at. So when there was an opportunity to join the Delphi group and to work with you when you were getting this started, it was a no-brainer for
I
me. So
appreciate that. Yeah,
it's that journey.
yeah, I mean, even for me, I started trading a long time ago, and I didn't really, I say this to people, it's not a good thing to say, but you really do not become a good trader until you really like lose money. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
I don't know too many traders that are really good that haven't had their like account blow out at least once. I'm not,
Yep.
I don't need to know that about what happened with you, but what, so
Yeah.
starting off, what was your biggest challenge trading? Like what did you struggle with the most?
Oh, and it's something I still have to keep in check. And I will just say, yeah, I am one of those that, yeah, I had to experience a significant loss or three before I got there. But it was the emotion. I'm an emotional trader, right? It
Yeah,
was, or, and I'll even say it too. Emotion can get you one or two ways. You can take a loss and like, I'll double up, right? Because it's going to go up and you eat it more. Or emotion gets you because you get a win. And then I got greedy, right? It's going up. It's going to go some more. I didn't have that. I didn't have the skill. I didn't have the science behind it, the mental toughness to be able to know I have an entry point, I have an exit point. And even my exit point, I got to read the market sometimes. Sometimes I might leave my exit just a little bit early, and that's okay. Um, don't be greedy. And that's that
it's
structure that I've got. Yeah.
emotion. I mean, when I was doing coaching, I'm not doing it right now just because we're, getting the platform growing, but I would tell people all the time, emotion is the biggest sickness in trading. You can have a hard time reading charts or like this and that, but even risk management is not worse than emotion because I mean, like you said, you don't have a stop in place, you're not being disciplined, it goes down, you think something will come back, you'll add more money to it. It keeps going down, you'll keep adding more money to it. Next thing you know, your account is takes a big hit. I've also seen it crazy enough on the other end with the FOMO, I've seen
Yeah.
I've seen people make 100, 200% on the trade. They get out the next day, it's up another 100%. They're pissed off. Now they're like, I got to get back in. I don't want to see it go higher. They get back in, and then that's when it goes down. And then they go from winning to losing, just
Yeah.
from chasing that. And I teach people all the time when I'm out of a trade, I mean, I have the big names up on my screen on my watch list, but if I'm in something that I don't follow and I get in for a trade, maybe off the Delphi signal, UOA or whatever, once I'm out, it comes off my screen. Like, why do I want to look at it?
I
You
learned that from you. I
yeah,
learned
why
that from you. Same
why
thing. Yeah.
why keep it on the screen? Either like
Yeah.
what are you gonna gain out of it? Okay, it'll go down and then you'll be happy, oh, I nailed the top or I got out at the right time. But if it keeps going up, it's just bad. It's a bad thing to do. So yeah, sounds like you got over that. So that's a huge hurdle. I know traders that they cannot get out of emotional trading, and no matter how much you tell them, how many calls you get on, it's like I said, it's a disease. It's a really hard thing to let go. So I'm glad.
I keep telling myself, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well just go to Vegas, put my money in an envelope and just slide it to the casino because that's what happens,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
glad you brought that up because a lot of traders out there are emotional traders, and it's a really, really bad thing. So sounds like you got your trading in order from when you started. I'm going before I get to the last question I'm going to ask you. I have to
Yeah.
say you've posted some crazy testimonials in our testimonials channel. I pulled some of them up. I just got to go over a couple of these and maybe talk about the last one because the last one just kind of was just amazing. But I'm looking here. This is maybe back in February, March. You said that you played some micro strategy lottos, and you before you knew it, I think in minutes you made 70% profit. I know we early on, I think it was actually like when you posted that February, March, April, we had the UOA on some of those crypto stocks like MicroStrategy, Coinbase. I mean, some of those just, I mean, went up thousands of percent. I mean, from like 60 cents to $30. So
Incredible.
yeah. So that was a really good one. Another one here, you said you had a quick hit. You played MicroStrategy, Qs, and Spy. Says you made 1,400 before you took the kids to school in the morning. So that was a really good one that you posted. Another one, you said the UOA saved you on some NVIDIA, I think, puts. It says that it saved you about $2,000 because, again, we said don't be
Yeah.
greedy. And at the same time, we said don't be greedy. UOA came through against your trade, probably calls if you had puts.
Yep.
And thankfully you got out because otherwise you probably would have gave back 2,000.
I remember that. And that's sort of playing out this week too. I used the UA because I was on some calls and I'm like, the tide seems to be turning. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right, right. Yeah, UOA again. We say it's unusual option activity. I'm actually going to put out a video this week, kind of going over UOA, but and then some other ones here. These last two are just kind of crazy. You said here, I'm not exaggerating. I'm just reading what you posted. I've been back to back meetings all day. Hard to stay on top of stuff. I had time to put in one put on SPY, and then I just grabbed three of the coin calls that I posted. And then I finished the business call, looked at my account, and you said the coin calls were up over 114%. You made almost 60% on SPY, and you for the day you made $1,800. And I guess this is when the markets were tanking in March and April. And you said you made $1,800, but your long-term investment accounts were down 2,500.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. I mean, making money when the market's going down. I tell people I am not a bull or bear. I just care that I'm in the stuff, the positions that to go one way or another. And it's hard for people sometimes to trade puts because they don't really understand how they can make money when a stock or the markets are going down. So some people have a challenge with that. They don't want to trade puts. They're just call buying, and if you're not going to buy puts, then maybe just sit things out. But I mean, I don't think you have a problem trading both ways.
No, no. And then you make a good point, right? Especially when I was starting out, my mental thing, it was a bull market when I started, so I was good there. But then you realize, right? This like my investment account's different than my trading account. And for trading, you make money. All you need is volatility. It can go up, it can go down. There's no emotion. And those testimonials, like you're saying, there was no exaggeration. And I find even last week, I was on vacation with my family and I'm used to getting up early. So a couple minutes before, I'm seeing some hints there or some tips and some UOAs. And before even the kids are waking up, I'm up through the roof on some of these things.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful for anybody that's looking to supplement their income, or I'm not even talking about well, you're enabling me with the tools where I can make that choice to come. A lot of these trades don't go on forever. You can get some quick wins, and if you're not greedy, you're in and out with a 60% hit before you know it. And who's not going
Yeah,
to take that?
yeah. Especially this market, like I said, with all the news that's going on, like even today.
Hmm.
So now more than ever, you just got to take those profits when they come. And I mean, 50, 60, 70% is nothing to like sneeze at either. So, okay, your last testimonial. This is just amazing to me. This is why we're here and what we love seeing. You came in, this was in June. So, and I think we launched in March, February or March, somewhere there. You said, I'm reading what you said. Yesterday, before the close of the trading day, me put in the trades I was doing along with my points because I know we put out videos with the Delphi signal that kind of show
Hmm.
what we're seeing. And then you said, I just chose to follow my lead and got into all the positions I was in. And by the end of the day, I was out of all the trades and I made enough money to pay for my annual membership in one day. Like
No exaggeration there either.
that, dude, that is just, I can't tell you how awesome that is. I mean, I don't have any words for that really. Like that's just, I know we have a couple other traders that's happened to, but I don't think in a day. I mean, maybe a week or a month or a couple months, but I mean, that's one of the top testimonials that we have. I mean, that's just, again,
The te-
I don't have any words for that.
well, again, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you, especially when you're looking for value. There was no exaggeration in that whatsoever. And honestly, even now, most of the time when I lose money, it's when I'm going rogue on myself, making a thing. But when I stick to the system, stick to the plan, have my ends, have my stops set, things go well. And that was just that was a perfect day of just following. And in one day, I'm like, wow, that's and I cleared it. I just didn't make enough to pay for the thing. I cleared it by some space as well, and that was a testament to the program you set up for us.
That's awesome, man. Simply just, again, I don't have any words for that. All right, last question. So, what would you say is your favorite thing here on the platform? I know some people don't utilize all the channels, some people do. What would you say is your favorite thing here at Delphi? And if someone's looking to join, what would you tell them?
Oh man, so this is a hard one. What's my favorite thing? I oh I'm gonna. It's like, do I pick the UOAs? Do I pick the Delphi signal trade ideas? Do I pick the non-signal? I'll go with the chat because I learned so much from the chat, and very often you'll make sure that if we hadn't been looking at one of those channels, and there was something really that stood out to you, you'll bring it up there. You'll even give the reason behind the trade. You put those videos together. So here's what I suggested out there. Here's the reason why we're getting into that. And you get to see the camaraderie and the folks that are following along and the folks that are getting the wins. And it's a motivator. It's just like anything else, right? When you're in a group and you're seeing other people succeed, it just drives you that much more to do the same thing. And that's why, to be honest with you, I didn't even think about it, but the testimonials, I love going through there every once in a while, just because I'm not the only one. And you get to see the other folks that are going in and that are doing it, and some that are doing what we're doing, some that are taking advantage of the futures. Um, so if you're asking me for anybody that's considering it, so again, I'm not going to tell anybody what to do with their money, advice in that way. Um, but if you like being empowered, if you like the opportunity to make money wherever you're at, whenever you're at, if you're looking for a way to learn skills that you can even teach your kids, which by the way, I'm doing with my 9 and 11-year-old,
That's
because
awesome.
this right, this is the type of stuff that you can do wherever you might happen to be in the world. I'd say take advantage. Um, Everything costs to make something, but you saw from my testimonial, I'm never worrying about the cost for this service um, because I always make my money back. So if you're thinking about it, I encourage you to jump in, try it for yourself, and you get one of the best teams in the business around, and you got all
Um,
the rest of us that are going to be cheering for you too.
Appreciate that, my man. And again, I appreciate you posting testimonials because, like you said, any new traders coming on, that helps them get confidence, that helps them believe that they can trade. Because I mean, people get into trading, and a lot of times, right away, they're just like, "Oh, this is not going to work," or they're just they're not they haven't gone through education or courses or coaching, so they'll get in, they'll probably blow a couple $1,000, lose it in their account, and then they just give up on it because they don't give it the chance and they don't think they can succeed. So when you post testimonials in the channel, it's really, really helpful and powerful for new people coming on. So before I let you go, any questions? I know, we've known each other going back a ways, but
Yeah.
this is our first call that we've gone on. So do you have any questions that you want to ask before I let you go, or?
Yeah, yeah. I see you put so much into this. You've been doing it for such a long time. What do you enjoy the most out of this group? What you get?
Honestly, Stephen, I enjoy helping other people succeed, like your testimonials. I enjoy seeing that. I enjoy helping people, go from being losing traders to profitable traders. When I was coaching, that was the number one thing for me is, I have got so many stories of guys who came to me who were losing traders, and in a month or two, they turned themselves around. A lot of those guys are on our platform. So that's what I enjoy. I mean, I enjoy helping people. I enjoy seeing people, do well. Just helping people out. That's more than even me doing well. I enjoy other people, seeing them do well. So that's pretty much what I enjoy. I think you're on mute, Stephen. Or did I lose you?
Uh-oh.
It's all right. Can't hear you. Anyway, Stephen, you asked the question. I answered it. Appreciate you being here. And you know where to find us. You know where to find me if you ever need any help, my man. Okay.
Been a pleasure. Thank you.
Awesome, buddy. Thank you. Have a good one.